Hey everyone. Oh, only got one line on. Let's read Doug. Excuse me. Okay, now you can see me a little bit better. And if you can't tell what color this lipstick is, it's dark blue, not black. Decided to change it up a little bit. I'll upload the video of me doing this makeup look with Breaking Benjamin background music soon, but first I just want to do something kind of a little quick and easy. Oh god, excuse me. Sorry, I had Chipotle and popcorn today, so I just got done hanging out with my male friends and we went to go see this movie. I wanted to go see the Power Rangers movie, but he's like, fuck no, I'm not seeing that movie. So we decided to go on with Kong, Skull Island. And this is the new King Kong movie. I wasn't really excited to see this movie because I'm not a huge ape person and I never really cared for the 2005 remake of Kong. And also, like, every other Kong movie out there is basically just the same freaking thing. Everybody goes to Skull Island. They're hunting and shooting all the big creatures and animals that are there, and Kong is the main person. You got knaves, and they sacrifice the lady there, and Kong pretty much makes her his wife or some dumb shit. But actually, surprisingly, it was nothing like this. The Kong movie actually does take place mainly on the island. And apparently these two dudes, they want to get approval of the Senator to pretty much go to this mysterious island, and instead of taking place in the 1950s, this is taking place in the 1970s, which is actually a really good change. And they're like, will you please, like, give us permission to do this sort of thing, to do this kind of hunt and everything, and to go get an army base? And the Senator's like, okay, fine, you can do whatever you want. So they got some army people, and this is actually taking place during Vietnam, so yeah, this was pretty interesting to watch. And actually, to be honest, in the game, the movie, I kind of figured it was taking place in Vietnam, but I'll get to that in a minute. So they gather up a bunch of people. They find a tracker of sorry, my phone fell. They find a tracker, very good at tracking things and everything, very intelligent. But he's also skeptical of the whole island thing, and literally the island looks exactly like a skull, which, to be honest, I find a little cheesy, but whatever. And then they find a photographer, she goes along with it, and actually, she's not a movie star or anything, she's just a photographer wanting to take pictures. And yes, since it is the 1970s, and yes, even though women were still able to have freedom rights and everything, and blah blah blah, they still kind of treat her like crap. Well, they don't really treat her like crap, they're just like, oh, you're a woman. Okay. Alright. That's basically what's going on. So, what happens in this movie is that they all go into a big ship, big army ship, and then they go to 4 helicopters, bring all these people in, bring all these army people in there, and they see Kong, and he is kind of pissed off because they're dropping bombs, but the thing is, they're dropping these bombs to study the island a little bit better, to see if it's hollow ground. Okay, fair enough, and this was like the 70s, and this is how they were studying and everything, and then Kong just is taking all these helicopters, and which is actually a fine change from airplanes, to be perfectly honest. He's smashing them, he's crushing them. His arm believe he actually got cut really bad on this side of his arm. He got scratch marks on his hand. It was pretty graphic, and there was even one scene where he actually ate a human, which was kind of gross. But then we actually find out later on in the movie, one of the soldiers that got separated from his team, we actually find out something really interesting about Kong, is that he is very much like a freaking ape. He has feelings. He knows how to heal himself. He knows how to defend himself. Like, he was in the water and he was drinking and he was looking at his wounds. He was in pain. And then this giant squid thing in the water tries to attack him and latch onto him. And it was just like, he was tearing up, he was trying to rip it in half, and he actually ate a couple bites, and then after he was done, he decided to take leftovers. That was actually a fun scene, and that actually showed that Kong was not a creepy-ass, big monster gorilla thing that wanted to apparently being a tiny human the size of like a ant to him. No, he actually is just an animal trying to live and survive. And apparently, so two teams are drifted apart. Mainly the study people that were trying to study this place, and the soldiers, and a lot of soldiers were dead, and the colonel's very pissed off, and he wants out to get revenge, as they do, for his men. And the other people are just trying to find a way to get back together with the other group, so they can all go to the north part of the island, group up, send Single to the other helicopters and go back to the ship and just leave. That's their mission. Okay, fair enough. And apparently they bump into the natives, and actually, this is something I never really thought about, but as we know in the other Kong movies, the natives treat Kong like a god. But in the other movies, not even in the 2005 version, they don't really explain why the natives worship him as a god. But in this version, they actually explain why. Which kind of makes sense because this entire movie takes place on the island that Kong is from. And I was like thinking, oh, please do not take him to the city like in the other movies, because that is just a stupid thing to do. So, apparently, there is this one survivor, and okay, remember how I kind of figured this was going to take place in Vietnam? Well, there was like these two soldiers that were like in airplanes, like 2 passenger airplanes, that went flying down onto the island, and they were trying to kill each other. And one of them actually had a samurai sword, and I thought he was Vietnamese. I was like, I thought Japanese people did that. So they're fighting, and then all of a sudden, they go to a cliff, and Kong's there. And apparently, one of the men soldiers, he survived still, and he was actually a soldier from World War II. So I was pretty much right. The other guy was Japanese. And apparently, these two guys, they grew up together on this island, trying to wait for the world to come back and get them, to take them home. And they did some studying about it. And apparently, the United States soldier who was still around and still living, waiting to get home to his family, and son he never met, apparently tells him that the natives worship Kong as a god because apparently there are these like lizard creatures that have long necks and snappy jaws and a tail kill the human beings. They eat them up. They're terrible, they're nasty, they're ugly, and apparently there used to be other, Kongs. There used to be other big giant apes, gorillas, which sounds cool, but apparently Kong's like the last of his kind, which is really sad. And they used to protect the humans. So he's the only one left. They worship him because he's the protector of these lizard things. And I just felt automatically bad for these natives. I'm like, oh god, please don't tell me they're gonna take him away before Kong has to do anything about it. If they do, he's gonna get... just don't take him away. I did not like that idea at all. Because once I heard that, I'm like, oh god, if they take him away, I'm gonna hate this movie. But no, they never take him away, which is such a good thing. I would hate that part. And this poor soldier from World War II was just like, you can't kill Kong. If you kill Kong, these poor natives here are doomed. So apparently, he and this Japanese soldier, they actually built a boat out of their planes or what they had left, and they used to travel in and out a little bit, and they decided to take the boat to get to the other side of the island to meet up the other soldiers of Vietnam. They say their goodbyes. You can tell the soldiers pretty sad since these people took care of him since World War II, and this is now Vietnam, so yeah, kind of a big deal. And I actually really like this World War II veteran. I mean, to be honest, I just find him very relatable, and he's also one of my favorite characters because he reminds me of one of my uncles. And also, my uncle was a veteran in Vietnam War, so automatically I really relate to this movie. So, they go on the boat, they sail off, then they meet up the other soldiers. By the way, the colonel is actually played by Samuel Jackson, really good, which is really cool. I love Samuel Jackson. He's fucking pissed off that that most of his men died because of Khan. But like the movie said, Khan was just trying to defend his home because he don't want the evil lizard thingies to kill the people he's trying to protect. Duh. And that's what the other group is trying to tell them. And so basically, they're not going against each other. The other group that meant the names, they're just like, okay, you know what? Let's just go to this one side of the island, and then you can go do whatever you want with Khan or something, I don't know. But actually before that, we actually see the graveyard of the apes, and apparently the soldier from World War II was right. Yeah, these lizard thingies are terrible. They killed a lot of people. So, yeah, that's basically what happens. And then they go off to save Khan because Samuel Jackson's pissed off and wants to kill Khan just because he killed all of his men. And yes, war is terrible, and yes, soldiers do die to fight, and yes, I'm pretty sure there are colonels out there that want to defend their men that died. That part I get, but it's such a cliche of man versus nature. Oh, we get the fucking message. Oh yeah, speaking of swearing, I was kind of swearing a little bit in the movie theater. My guy friend told me, "There's children here, Kima, shut up." I'm like, they're gonna learn the words anyway when they get older. So back to the story. After they get separated, and then regroup because the tracker, the photographer girl, and the veteran, they all go back and they're like, no, you are not killing Khan. This island needs him. He's the last of his kind. He needs to protect these people. And then, when Khan seems like he's doomed, they put a lot of explosives around water, and they actually put oil in water to make it flame up. When it seems like he's down, the water bubbles up, and it's this big giant lizard thingy, and Khan is fighting this lizard creature after he gets up, and he actually kills Samuel Jackson. Yay! And they're just fighting, and Khan's got the lizard thing by the mouth and everything, and then the photographer lady, she actually has a flare-up for the boat to come and try to save everybody. Then there's like this one person who actually is like a geologist or something. I forget what he does, but he's a scientist, and he's blowing up the lizard guy with machine guns. And he's not machine guns, it's like the ones that spin around a lot. I don't know guns very well. I need to learn how to shoot one. But anyway, it's the guns that spin around. They're spinning around. It's blasting. It's fighting. It's shooting the freaking lizard thing. And Khan is down. He's strapped up in chains because there were ships that crashed there. And then he gets up. He finally has enough courage to get up. He has like one of the chains that has a little edgy thing, like a hanker out that's rusty. He grabs it. He's slashing and thrusting it. And then he makes part of rock all crumbled up, and it makes the poor photographer girl drowned. He feels bad. because she actually showed him respect, and he still finds the lizard thingy, and he saves the girl from drowning. He's got her in his hand. He's fighting the lizard thing, and then the lizard thing actually has the girl in his mouth, but Khan's still holding on. And you know how he kills the creature? He rips its guts out through the tongue. And that is my Khan review, guys. I hope you enjoy it. Peace.